You mentioned Iran. How serious is this narrative now going to twist away, well, maybe while still remaining on Syria, but going to focus on some kind of imminent war on Iran, especially as we know John Bolton is now National Security Advisor and Donald Trump?
Well, it's John Bolton and this man, Mike Pompeo, who's the Secretary of State. It's hard to know who amongst them is the most extreme. But Iran has been a major target, much more so than Syria, much more so than Iraq, because Iran was one of the pillars of Western power, American power in the Middle East. And when Mossadegh, the democratically elected leader of Iran, was overthrown in the 1950s by Britain and the United States, and the Shah was installed, that was when the pillar was reinforced. But the pillar collapsed in 1979 with the revolution in Iran, and that has never been forgiven. Getting Iran, the major ambition at the moment, that's why we're coming to a very dangerous period when Trump must ratify the agreement that Obama signed with Iran, along with the EU, under which Iran committed itself, as it frankly always had, committed itself to a peaceful nuclear program. In return, sanctions were dropped, and so on. We have dangers, you know, dangers that are presented to us that are so unnecessary. Why are we threatening countries like Iran, which hasn't invaded anyone for about 400 years, that don't threaten us? Why is anachronism like Israel allowed to have its impunity? Why do we believe these? As you have described, why do we journalists write down what governments tell us? Why don't they question them? Don't they? It's just a few years ago that all those terrible mistakes happened in 2002, 2003, that led to the disaster of the invasion of Iraq. Why is this being repeated? These are questions that demand to be answered, not just by journalists, but by the public in democracies, particularly in countries that still regard themselves as democratic.